2 minutes to face off between the Nottingham Outlaws and the Peterborough Warriors, live inside the Dean ice rink here at the National Ice Centre in Nottingham. Thank you to those who have joined us already. If you haven't already done so, share it out. Make sure you get everybody in watching some top level, well, considering top level ice hockey for the UK at Rec League. These two teams set to face off next season in the LLIH Lamplighters Ice Hockey Rec League. 3 groups of 5, playing 2 games, 1 home, 1 away against those in the group to see who comes out victorious, who can step up to the next level or get relegated down to the group below and feel shame for a season to try and make their way back up the ranks to that top group. These two will battle it out in the middle group next year. So stick around with Lamplighters and Let's Talk Hockey. See some of those games coming up next season, and hopefully some more as the hockey season just getting underway here in the UK. Just a couple of weeks away until the Elite League gets going with their pre-season games. Meanwhile, the Outlaws so far on a losing record of 5, 9 and 4. That's 5 wins, 9 losses and 4 draws. They did, however, come out victorious in the 3rd low group in Wreckfest over in Sheffield not so long ago. And look to try and take on a fierce rival in the Warriors. 1 second left on the clock. With that buzzer, we're done for warm-ups. And we're ready for ice hockey action. Bit of a shorter than we're used to warm-up. If you don't know my voice by now, I'm Max Artis, host of Let's Talk Hockey podcast, interviewing rec players and pro players and retired players alike. Head over to Spotify, Google and Apple Podcasts to listen into previous episodes gone by. Teams gather around their nets just for quick pre-game conversation. Warriors, nice loud shout. Outlaws having a little bit more to discuss. I'll try and keep up with the names and numbers on the ice. I don't have team sheets with me, so do bear with. We'll try and keep the scoreboard updated as much as possible too. A bit of confusion from the Warriors. Their D partnership are out there, but the forward line still stumbling around on the bench. We are keeping a view on the live comments as well, so if you want to be in contact, head down to the comment section on YouTube and have your say. Let us know who you're watching, who you're cheering on, and chance for some score predictions if you get them in quick. Officials just inspecting the net behind Paul Watts, number 48 in the Outlaws, over to our right hand side. Seems to be a bit of a issue with the netting. Tinklin and Johnson in the stripes with the puck in hand, centres to the face-off dot, sticks down, puck down and runs away, turning into clean back, Chan onto it from the bench, turns back in his own zone, hot pass up to the far blue line, near blue line, Francis forces up the ball, still possession the puck through the neutral zone, on to Cujo. Ricochet off a shin pad into Francis in early. Down in front, puck still loose, swatted back to the half boards. Warriors have 3 up ice, 3 on 2. Slow back check from the Outlaws. Back into the middle, one side. Warriors shooting the goal. Sweeping low, finds Francis on the boards once more. He fumbles it on the blue line. Chang to come over and get possession. Warriors shoot it towards the net, taken away by Barnes. Warriors take it back. Off the side of the goal, back out to the point. McGill can't handle it. Busts it off the floor. Taking a shot into a stick. Bounces in the air. Cujo with it. Plays at the balls. Chang has space. Gains the red line. Holds, dumps in, allows his team to change behind the play. Warriors settle things down. Go across D to D. Too hot to handle. Up the half boards. Pull to the middle. Down the far left hand board. Then over the blue line into the corner board. Down the back of the goal. Chris Barrett trying to get after it. Warriors still in possession. Back to the point. Cut back down low. Seems to have a bit of a game plan there. If you're in trouble, playing into the corners is a safe option and getting after it. Barnes rips it round the boards all the way up to the blue line, but held in. Tom Barrett chops it down into the corner for safety. Both Barretts, not brothers, on a D partnership. Checked into the corner, and that's going to bring about a penalty on in the air from the official. Warriors will be on a penalty kill for the first time this evening. Player goes down to the boards hard. Going to take more than that to rattle Tom Barrett. The Warriors will go for a checking call. 16 to go. Outlaws to the advantage. Third line of Adam Biddulph, Biddy. Danielle Joyce and Vicky Tooley on his wings. Dan Mavin and one of the 2 Ducker brothers. Only one playing today. Draw 1 cleanly, but 2 cleanly, and that will have to track back to their own end. Joyce can't hold on to it. Second attempt, lobs it off for Ducker. He chips down the boards. He's squeezed out, and the Warriors back to it. Swept hard around the boards. Trying to catch up to it first. Mavin holds it at the blue line, loses possession. Warriors on the attack. I'm going to try pronouncing that last name as he shoots it wide of it all. Joyce just strong work on the balls. Outlaws need to keep their shape. They've got defenseman up high on the blue line. Don't want to get caught out down low, outnumbered. Ducker. Looks for options. There's it off the bench. On to Francis. He'll head off on a change. Ducker after making the headman pass. Francis trying to put it in front, nothing doing. Perkins arriving late. Brett Perkins, been a while since he's been played on the ice with the Outlaws. Made a way back into the team recently as that one swept all the way down the ice. Will be an icing call. Waved off by the official. Chang now with it. Now he can really skate and get some speed through the neutral zone. Cerebral at the moment. Finds Francis. Almost offside, but just held in. Held up before. Tracking over the blue line was Cujo as the shot goes into the glove and saved by the Warriors netminder. 16:58 to go, 42 seconds left on the man advantage. Up swept to the slot. Warriors want it quickly out of the zone, will skate it themselves. Swim through a couple, be held up, fall down, the play goes on. Warriors track back to the neutral zone, 30 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Curl and look up ice, get around Francis with ease. Step down the balls away from Perkins, comes into the middle, poke set, contested, but still on the Warriors' stick. All in through the slot out the far side, Francis has to track to it first. Only 2-on-2 in over the blue line. Nest handled it, kicks it forward, chopped out of the zone. 6 seconds left in the advantage, bench, crossed into for Barrett. Finds Cujo, can't take it on the backhand and gives it back up to the Warriors. They find their man out of the box. He turns, finds Sims. Give away in the neutral zone. She steps to the blue line, sends it on the netminder. He sticks it up and out of play up against the Tango Ice Blast board on the walls. With 16:04 to go, still a 0-0 game. Just before this game started, the Cyclones and the new team, the Oak Leaves, faced off. That one, I believe, ending 12-1 in favour of the more veteran side, the Cyclones. There's Binch holes at the blue line. Backhand was swatted out of the air by number 4. Backhand ahead finds Sims. Nice move through the middle. Can't keep up with it. In fact, excuse me, it wasn't Barrett on defence he usually was. It's Tom Barrett up front and Pierce Barrett on defence. Well, it's just working around the far side boards. We'll take it back into their own end and set up a breakout. A rare thing in rec hockey in the UK League. Ducker. And the contest loses out. If the shot goes wide, one of the first times I've seen a British logo on the back of the Warriors jerseys. It's just a try to put it in his own. Does so on the side. Warriors head down all the way. Hook in the middle and through the slot and out the far side. And Rush trying to get it ahead. Can't find Sims. Nabbing. Lots of squeeze on the ball. Good shot. Barrett rips it round. Sims far side corner. Got players curling in the boat. He wants to. Backhand up the boards. He's going to get taken away. Two players down. Shot comes in. First test for Watson. Second attempt at the cross this man. Backhand shot goes down the goal. Barrett. John Barrett through the middle. He's got a player behind. Needs to be careful. Dunstan chases for a rush. Trying to put on forechecking pressure. Warriors lifted over the heads of everybody. Johnson hops in the air. A little bit too much on that one from the Outlaws out of the zone as Bates comes back in on the side. After the middle. Trying to go back on position. Tips out of the air. That's dangerous for Watsy. For Watsy, that does well. Been tested a couple of times early. 14-10 to go in the first period. Still 0-0. Warriors parrying the pressure yet again. Just on the side as the shot comes in over the blue line. Number 35 couldn't hold the line. Asking for VAR. Don't think we can do replays on this. While the face-off just outside the zone was clearly offside by at least a foot and a half. Third line for the Outlaws out there. Moves out on the jaw and the Outlaws will be careful as Warriors might line match against this line. That pass ahead to pretty much nobody. Tap with a high stick played by the Outlaws, so no harm, no foul. Pass ahead was off the balls and onto the Warriors stick. Bit off doing forechecking pressure. Warriors easily outscape. Outlaws have numbers back though. By what? Jack. And there's the Billy. Has Brett Perkins with him. Outlaws lose out and we'll have to try and find a way back in possession. Francis finds it off the stick, right down the middle, can't pull it to his forehand. Only had one hand on his stick and couldn't control the puck. Warriors with it again off the far side boards. Pierce Barrett holds in down the half wall, loses out in the top of the circle area, and Outlaws looking for possession. Can't look back. Pregame wants it. That's the escape for it. Can't get to it. McGill. Calm and controlled in possession. Interesting pass off the shin pads, but it works out. Warriors. Right out in front, that was a dangerous shot right into the logo. Fastest chest in the league, and Cujo, you've got to start picking corners if you're going to want to get past these netliners. Definitely in that tight, you're going to go high and risky top shelf. I'm here. Clean win back, Perkins shot wide of the goal, ricochets to the near side boards. Having to put pressure on. Warriors ahead. Barking out. Ducker with it. Hopefully is the goal from the official and we'll have a face-off back down in front of the Warriors netminder. Outlaws look for a change, second line out. Defensive pairing stay out there. Tom Barrett on the draw for the Outlaws. Sims and Rush his wingers. Sims with the shot, bit weak on towards the net, but covered up by the netminder. That will facilitate a line change if the Warriors want it. Outlaws take the option to change the D. Chang and Barnes over the boards. Warriors base to the point. Barnes can't let the shot go. Has it roll off his stick. Wilson's in, holds, pass to the middle, and it goes, it's out in front, easy goal. Kang's got to be better there. Laid down to stop the pass across, knew it was coming, probably could have stayed on his feet and just intercepted the pass. Once he committed all the way across and left the near side of the goal open. An easy tap in for the second line for the Warriors. 12-17 to go in the first period. Warriors score first 1-0. Down back to it. The ball's going to be seen. That's to the point now. All in front, backhand save. From Watson finds the rebound and jumps on top. I'll give plenty of confidence to Paul Watson now after letting in that early goal. Not even halfway through the first period. After a backhand attempt alone in front from the Warriors, jumps on the rebound, makes the save. They're all doing well to win these face-offs. Now for George reaches out from the half mark, George going back to the point, intercepted, Binch's stuff on that, he's got Binch straight into, finds Biddle, in one-on-one, big poke check, Binch finds the loose puck in the neutral zone, goes across deep it in. Barrett has an option back if he wants it, Binch has to hop and turn, finds it off the board, hands on the pass, gets it back, gets it past another, goes into the blue line but not out, big swing and a miss from Bates. Parker can't feed the middle. We go after it on the board. Person to bounce down off the straight out after it. Backhands round to deep behind the goal. Just two tangled up a little bit. Barrett brings it round the ball, brings it to good. Once the Biddle can't find the pass. Really is contested the blue line. Warriors hold in. Send it across to an open wing side, his near side instead. Contested. Walker into the corner, put to the middle. Vince waiting, this is an outlet. Drives off the ball. Can't find Francis. Seeley can't take it away. Faces from the goal. Shot held by Watts. Has to play the puck, no pressure. There's Barrett waiting for the defense to change, waiting for forwards to swing low. They're all out of the neutral zone right now. He's got a hop and a look and bounce onto Cujo. He spins around one. In over the blue line for Francis. Thought he might have been offside. Play goes on. Mavin swaps on the left side. Hawkins clears up. Cujo finds a loose puck. Plays through the middle. Onto the boards. And then just slaps it into the corner. Nobody read the play and Warriors easily take over. Cujo can't find Perkins. Quick shot. Does. Just slide wide of the goal. Francis swinging out, trying to direct it past the goalie. Stick taken out of the hand from the Warriors player. We'll have to cut that on the deal, I believe. And go to the bench for a change. Backhand to the middle. He's in front. Next to player there. The pass came across. Charging back to. He's fired from the corner to the final goal. Not sure what's unique too much about that one. But an incredible slip. Watson makes a save. Warriors coming on the pressure. Protects loose, all three falls out of the zone. Pass up ahead was just a bit too much to handle. Cujo into it. Winds and fires, had a stick in his way. He was probably better options on for a pass rather than that shot as Warriors can back up pass. Stop up, drop back. Pass backs on, send the shot. Out of the goal, with a touch on the way through. Also can't find that last pass to Sims, and Outlaws now just getting into a bit of a rhythm of giving up the puck in the neutral zones where it just gone past them, 9 minutes to go mark in the first period. Just the one goal separating these two sides as well as down corner pressure. Chang drops that pass to the middle, steps up out to himself. Being told to carry on from Tom Barrett as he's covering his position in deep. Chang will keep up the forechecking pressure in the corner, no help for him right now as Warriors can easily turn away from a one-man forecheck. Barrett takes over forechecking duty. Warriors pass out of the zone. Held in. Ricochets out. Ellie rush back to it. Time and space. Barnes trying to get the No nonsense option. There's enough to get it out to the neutral zone. West finds a loose spot. On for Sims. Get the wheels turning, get round this defender. On the backhand, looking to the middle. Pass goes all the way through the slot. Can't be held in at the blue line, but she's enough to send it down low. Asking the forwards to put the forechecking pressure on. Third line out. Big line and a blast off the balls from the Warriors round to this near side. 7 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Palmer space in one-on-one. Quick shot, glove save. Snaps the wrist over and holds on to it. Shot from the top of the circle, saved by Watson. Ball was going over. Loves that one out of the air. 7:31 left to go. Bit off the draw. He's going to have the joints. Can't handle it too cleanly, but sends it towards the net. Relax from the Warriors netminder, sent round to the far side, bit off waiting, send it to the middle, can't get a redirect. Truly can't catch up to it off the balls, and then Outlaws have possession back at the blue line. Better. Finds bit off, drag past wide. That's off the ball, trying to find Joyce, nothing doing. Bit off after it in the neutral zone. Barker gets over the blue line cleanly. Offside, me, says Johnson. It's off. Just outside the blue line of the Outlaws defensive zone. Still the one goal that separates these two teams. 6 minutes 57 to go in the first period. Francis in off the draw. It's just composure that seems to be the difference right now as Warriors calmly around the back of their goal. Francis loses possession with his own stick on the poke check. Warriors going on the track to the slot, taken away. Pregame off the balls. Back on the head for Perkins, he's onto it. McGill takes it away after retrieving his stick from the penalty bench. Warriors skip past the couple, then behind. Top of the circle, Charles, looks for options. At the blue line, just holds in offside, forced by Francis. Gets the return pass. Turn to the corner. Stop shot. Comes back to the point. Plenty of time and space. Sets up. Takes the shot from the traffic. Tip a little wide. Not late to react. Just go wide of the goal. Francis. Next five. If you get track pass all the way across the zone, finds Cujo. Matthew turning in over the blue line with Francis. Shot blocker save. Francis after it in the corner, puts a bit of rough and tumble on. Perkins has time and space to load up a shot, goes low, bad save. Rebounds there, big double pad save. Shot from Barnes looking for a redirect. Off a skate to Binch all the way through for Perkins. Can't take the one-time shot, deflected. Francis got hold of the blue line, speeding in behind. Warriors. Forehand, backhand, back to the forehand, easy drop goal. That's number 2. Can't give up possession of the blue line there. Warriors away to the races on the breakaway, and makes no mistake faking out Watsy and depositing that one in the back of the net. 2-0 for the Warriors before the end of the first period. 5:18 left on the clock. Step forward off the draw. Big stick in from Barrett, finishes the physical play as well. Takes possession back, chips up the board. Down the corner, but can't find the winger. Off in the middle, Barrett, poke check. Rush. Gets stuck in the corner on the official skate. Comes to the slot. Number 4 turns with it. He would have started stick on the ice. And up and out of play, Rush picks her stick back up. Now the face off far side corner. Cooper and Fitzjohn stack the middle for the Warriors. Rush and Sims mark up on those. Nice face off from the Outlaws. Just in front of the wall, rushes onto it. Barrett has stepped forward. That Pierce Barrett shot wide from Rush. Barrett after it in the corner. Forces the play up the balls, trying to get it back. Still fishing for it. He's got to get back on defensive duties. Open the middle, Fitzjohn finds the space under the pads and makes it 3 with 4 minutes and 26 to go. Forward. Now a rising shot off the back. Comes up and down, trying to see. She's trying to sweep up the ball. Tate stops there. Tate holds in again. A little bit of confusion. Shot goes wide. Chang can't stop a pass. Got a bit off going with him. Cuts into the middle. Onto the backhand. Forces himself into the corner away from goal. That's not where you want to go. Back to Barnes for the one-time shot. Fans on it. Got a second chance. Give it back to them. Warriors in on the attack, Phillips shot, 7 minutes to the net, ends up on the end board, good off recovers in the slot, left for Danielle Joyce and she just loses out, ups over a stick and back to the Warriors in possession. Chang needs to puck on the ball, Phillips will take it to the middle, 74 will turn with it, twist back, shovel it to bait, can't find the connection there. Barker on Chang. Chang around the back of the goal. Joyce will step down and sweep it out to the neutral zone to facilitate a line change. Long rolling puck there will be an icing call. And Outlaws will have to get back onto the ice up tired third line. With 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go, will be faced up against the top line against the Warriors. Blocked by Zuli, huge block from Vicky Zuli. Outlaws managed to get 2 off on that change. Barnes back to it off the end board. Top line against top line. Pass up the middle. Asking for trouble. Perkins now onto it. Over the red line and over the blue. Curls up, waits for players to go to the front of the net, sends it in, tipped, rebounds there, and shoveled over the top of the goal, and Cujo just watches it go into the corner. Perkins, around the corner, Francis had his stick lifted, Warriors back in possession. A man sprung out of the zone if they can find him. Straight fast in behind the defence. Trying to cut to the middle, does so, quick shot, and that's the ball. 2:14 left to go in the first, and I dare say this could get to 6 quite easily within the first period. Outlaws need to stop the bleeding now. Outlaws have possession off the draw, playing to the wing. Perkins trying to step around, gets checked into the balls, rolls off it. Warriors in possession, back to the D. Captain plays it far side, takes it down. Didn't touch it with a high stick, the play goes on. Cujo, over the blue line, probably should have drove to the net, instead takes a shot, ricochets wide. Francis trying to put it to the middle, Perkins is there, shuffled across, Cujo on the backhand, hit the 5-hole! 1 minute 39 left on the clock and Outlaws on the board. pressure from Francis on the half wall, gets the puck into the face-off circle, and Perkins around about the hash mark sends it across. Pass wasn't blocked, and Cujo finds a way for shoveling it through the flag on the backhand. It wasn't pretty, but it worked out. Backhand away, across DPD. Chang now moves with Buck up as coach Leon Stone is mixing about with the lines. Play off the side of the net, comes loose, shoulder comes up into Tom Barrett, nothing doing. Chang can't take a clean shot towards net, loose in the slot, taken away. Warriors offside, that pass not fast enough at the blue line. 1:09 left on the first period. Barrett, Sims and Rush, the forward line for the Outlaws. One back, Barnes and Bink going with the veteran defensive pairing for the Outlaws now. So that's the neutral zone. And jump onto this. Tom Barrett, eyes light up like saucers, but running out of room. Gets the puck back though. With tight angle, sent on net. Rebound was there, sent right back towards the netminder's pads, and he'll cover up for the whistle with 47.7 left to go in the first. Face off to the left of the Warriors offensive zone as we look at it. Scramble draw lifted out, and 3 Warriors on the attack, 4 guards to deal with. Gets past 1 but not past 2. Sleeping coach that loses that on the side of the goal. Warriors questions what to do. Finds it in the skates and loose at the side of the goal. Trickles into the corner. 5 seconds left to go. I'll play along the boards. Flipped around far side. Joyce trying to help it out with the blue line. Nothing doing. Held in by the Warriors. Calmly play down into the corner. 15 left to go on the clock. Looking for a pass to the middle. One time back from the point. Big save from Motsy. Less than 10 to go. Battle for it along the boards. Trying to force it out. Great ball over his back. Needs to stop playing the puck. Off does enough to clear the zone. That'll bring about the booter and the end of the first. A 4-1 deficit for the Warriors to take into the second period ahead over the Outlaws. We'll take a short break of about 5 minutes or so, and we'll see you back for second period action. Well, we saved you from that awful hooter noise and we're ready for the second period. Quite a fast-paced first period, not too many stoppages, a couple of icings and a couple of goals. The most reason for stoppages in play. Standing 4-1 up are the Warriors against the Nottingham Outlaws here in Taunton and Dean Rink. Actually, something else getting cut down all in the way for period 2. Well, icing call, Pregame gone. Everyone's trying to get after it in the corner. John pass ahead. Let's take on the turn. Cooper's in over the blue line. Offside too quick. And number 4 really upset. Probably should have kept up with the pace of play rather than dangling himself offside. Warriors take the opportunity to take a line change. Outlaws might have the mismatch here with the second line out. The Warriors trying wants to make up for that mistake leading to the first goal. Back in the first period, gets the pass down low to Kudo. Off the end of the stick. He's going to go possession. Excuse me. Chang in possession again. Sends it round for Francis, waiting on this near side. Pass ahead for Cujo. Can't eat off the boards. She can chase up the ball. Backhand from Phillips. Barnes finds Cujo. On the shift for the Outlaws first line. Only on for a minute. Cujo takes him and moves it right. Both his teammates offside. We made it over the blue line though. Blocker save from Watson from that shot. Just over the blue line for the Warriors. Francis. That's ahead for Cujo. Over the blue line. Up to the middle. After sticking up and out of play, had a pass option to the slot, but eyes lit up, seeing that top corner. Just got redirected and up and out of play. 18:40 to go in the second period. Top line out for the Warriors. Leaving them back almost too clean. Saves by the goal. Back on to this near side. Rush loses out. 3-on-2. Go the Warriors. Leaves along the boards. Here's Barrett watching, playing into the corner. 33 steps in from the point. This goes across and out of the zone. Warriors back with it. And they settle the puck down. Keeps around Sims. Keeps around himself and sends the puck the length of the ice. That'll be an icing call. An easy one for the officials to make. Warriors face off back down their end of the ice. Third line hit up over the blue line, over the board, excuse me. 18 minutes exactly to go in the second period. We're seeing a team delay an icing in that coffee, but skates have to be done up inside. The back of the way. Step round 1, step round 2. All 3 forwards for the Outlaws left behind. Into the blue line, 3-on-2. Drop pass to the slot. Shot wide of the goal. Boys trying to sweep it out to the neutral zone. Duckers onto it. Finds Biddle. On the backhand. Into the chest. Into the chest, and the frustration from Biddle showing. 17:25 to go. Top line comes back out for the Outlaws. Where the goal ran, nothing doing. Perkins finds it on the boards. Nothing second shot. Rebound there! Tap it home. Planter. That's ahead. Disrupted. Warriors still very offside. And the penalty neutral zone. Check through the middle. Francis, easy face off. Easy penalty, excuse me. Went to poke check the puck and took the feet out right from underneath number 4. He's claiming for a dive. Don't think so, Francis. That was quite clearly a sweep of the legs. Outlaws to the short-handed unit for the first time this evening. Warriors at the near side. Fitzjohn ahead for Planter. Number 4 loses out to Cujo. Turner sends it up the right. Warriors quickly back the other way, out of possession. Step down the ice from the Outlaws, just trickling wide of the goal. Now icing on a short-handed play as Warriors now have numbers for the neutral zone. Here with the blue line cleanly this time. Stuck to the middle, Chang finds it in his skates, clears it out in front of the benches and down the ice. They want to head off on a change, get a couple of fresh skaters out over the blue line, over the ball screen when they do. Warriors take the chance as well. Stretch pass was off the mark. The Barrett is going to get to it first, does so sends it down the ice. Rush over the ball, putting 4-second pressure on. 1 minute to go in the 2-minute minor for tripping on Francis. 15:55 to go in the second period. Still a 4-1 game. Warriors not able to take a chance on the man advantage just yet. Now swimming through the neutral zone easy. Down into the corner board, stops up, looks to the middle, back to the point. McGill's shot, tipped on net, saved on Watts. Barrett round the back of the goal. Sent round the glass high and out to the blue line. McGill just about holds in. Shot blocked by Tom Barrett. Into a foot race with it. McGill turns and gets there first. McGill stops. Can't get around Barrett, gets the foot in. And 20 seconds left, there's 10 on the man advantage. Pressure at the blue line, gets past into on one, pass across, and back again, and an easy deposit. Short-handed, you can't be taking a chance at the blue line on a 2-on-2. Got to force the play wide. Warriors make it 5. Might get a warning here for speed in which they're changing their lines. Need to keep an eye on that. Look at the bench minor, if not. Barnes goes up the balls, finds Tooley, swept ahead. Warriors across D to D, can't find the pass. Joyce has it and escapes and then swept into the zone. Warriors down to the far side. Tooley, that's a stick lifted. Bidoff comes in to pick it up. Shot wide of the goal. 14 and a half minutes to go. Barnes holds it at the blue line. And second time as well. Scraps it to the front of the net, but Joyce can't grab possession. And away go the Warriors. Skirt past Bidoff. Need to put a pro check in. Shot on net. One of the goal. Watson didn't look too confident about it. Barnes spots it round to this near side corner. Warriors uncontested. Now can go to the middle. Turn. Shot. Save from Watts in and out of the glove. Ducker takes it away. What's he wanted to cover? Ducker's going to skate up ice. Room to skate into. Gets the puck flat. Trying to make his way through the defence. Round the outside. Hold on to it. But to the middle, no one there. Here's off the bench. Then his shot gets blocked. Sam puts it into the goal. Ducker after it. Someone needs to cover on defence. Swept around. Turning holds in. But Perkins goes to the middle if he can find him. Pass was red and no check off the bench for Francis. No skimming in there. Pass back to Ducker. He'll hold on, but play was offside. The pass back to the bench was over the blue line. Francis right down Main Street. Shot. Pass goes into the corner. Turner. On a body play to the front of the net. Because down in front, netminder finds it. Tony looking for a tripping call. Nothing doing from Johnson and Tinkling. 13-15 to go in the second period. Warriors regain their 4-goal advantage from back in the first period. Before the Outlaws got on the board, it's 5-1 to the visitors. Burnley can try the goal again. Trying Francis below the goal line. Back to Chang at the point. Flicks it, bobbles it. Plays down the wall for Francis in the corner. Loses out. Warriors check the shoulder and skate out to the neutral zone with confidence. Planter in over the blue line. On the circle, the shot gets blocked by Chang off the shin pad. Tony comes in to pick up the play. Finds Perkins with a pass, pops off his stick on the backhand. He'll get to it first. Round back of the defender. On the backhand, trying to sweep it in front. He's there. And save. You've got to lift that off the ice. Scored 5 goals in this game already. Spinning from Binch, trying to send it. And on breakaway again on the Warriors. Barrett, good contest. Watsy goes down. Official says play on. Looks hurt. Players went down in the slot, slid wide of the goal and may have caught the leg pad of Paul Watts. He's checking equipment. Looks to be okay. 12-15 to go in the second period. Face off to the left of the Outlaws goal. Tap back below the goal line. Warriors battling for it. We'll get to it first. Warriors from the corner set up. Through the slot and out to the far side. Up towards the goal and through the crease and out this near side yet again. Warriors just looking for any sort of tip in the slot to turn it past Watts. Players just queuing up in the middle looking for that sort of a pass. With a little more of a handle. Outlaws happy just to keep him to the outside for now. High pass through the middle and out the far side. Sims comes down with the stick but doesn't come up with the puck. Sims bobbles, pokes at it. Outlaws through committee eventually do get it out of the zone. Tom Barrett dispossessed. Now back in on the attack go the Warriors. 33 loads and fires, swept wide. Never made it to the goal. Didn't get all of it. Pass eludes rush at the blue line. 33 will send it in deep. Glove down from Barnes. Long change on this second period, so Outlaws need to be looking for a way off the ice and getting some fresh air in time. They do get one forward. There's 2 minutes over the balls. Barrett goes for a change. The defensive core goes for a change. Stretch pass options are on for Miguel. He's going to go for a skate himself. Rush turns it over. Sealy. Just possessed by Miguel with ease and takes the left and back. Ball is running through goals. Pretty big goal puck. There's options. Shoots off the pad. Tries to go 5 holes. The goal is not covering up between the legs. Reaching the midway point of this game is 25 seconds left to go before the 10-minute mark. Outlaws with a couple of options to bit off and Chan, but now back up ice go the Warriors. Drop pass at the blue line. Step into it is Planter. Put to the middle. Stick save from Watts. Far side boards. Around the back of the goal. Ducker will take over with time and speed. Dispossessed at the blue line. Then off a stick and wide from Turner. Wild shot. Ends up on Planter's stick. He's along the goal line. And send it in front. Stick save from Watsley with a poke check. Ducker's got space to skate into if he wants it. Nobody stretching up ice for him. He'll go himself. Not under much pressure now. Steps into it. Steps to the front of the goal. Stick save right back out to Main Street. Right down the middle. Right on the avenue. Perkins trying to step to his puck. Swept out. On go the Warriors. Up to the pass to the middle. Ducker read it all the way. Perkins and Tony getting a bit confused. Source pass ahead. Finds Francis. Wobbling, bouncing, Perkins trying to take it away. Tony takes it forward, gets the point back. Looking at the far side, dangles through one, just a little bit too much on it, can't catch up to it. Wasn't really moving at much speed and couldn't catch up to the puck. Back to it goes Barnes, steps past one. Outlaws can put themselves into a tricky position. Not able to follow the goal and waves with it. More speculative than anything else. Backhand pass to the middle is blocked. It's muscled out on the end board. Penalty upcoming. Number 14 is going for a slash, a retaliatory slash back at Turney after finishing her check on the boards. 8:41 to go, chance for the Outlaws to get back in the score column with a man advantage with 8:41 to go, second period. People have been shooting off the face-off, losing his shin pads still tied up between the centres. He's dug clear and sent out to the far side, Barnes from one inside. It's into a long pad save into the corner. Barnes will probably have to step down and get this again. Contests it, out over the balls into the bench and out of play. 8:20 left on the clock, 1:40 left on the power play. Clean back, Barrett just held in on the side. Loose in the front. Barrett got backhand it towards the back of the goal. Sharon back at the front, Logan fires on the slap shot. Barrett saves another shot. Got Green on the far side, looking 5 minutes, kicks himself into an absolute blender and ends up turning inside out and ends up on the ice. Chain back in possession for the Outlaws. That is his D partner in Barrett. Here's Barrett, stepping off ice. The dentist, going to do a blue line down the boards. Looking for a pass in the middle. Shoots himself, good save, was a bit too high. Couldn't get the rebound off the pillows of the netminder with 7:45 to go and 1:04 to go in the man advantage. We stay at 5-1. Face-off win from the Warriors, dangle past Finch at the blue line. Decide to just hold on to the puck. They've got a big chunk of change to kill off at 50 seconds left to go. Twist and turn up the boards. Rush can't get the poke check. Finch dispossessed. The wall is really trying to step into a bit of physical play. Finch doing a bit of a lot of the chasing on the power play. He's got a lot of possession on the penalty kill. Barnes just throws that puck away on the man advantage. 27 seconds to go as that one's slotted down the ice. Barnes chops it to the wall. Binch throws to it. Sends it to the neutral zone. Ducker, as the lines are getting blended a little bit. Puck shot wide. Outlaws trying to find their way back into this game. Pass to Milton Sims. Can't find Ducker. Warriors back in possession. Just 5 seconds left to go. That player sitting in the box ready for return. 3, 2, 1, back out on the ice. Finch takes possession in the neutral zone. More hold up, being watched by McGill. Cross now for Ducker. Up for Tulip. He's in there with the blue line. Pass to the middle is off the mark. Not finding George, so Ducker seems to have taken the forward play on this third line. Have to see where Adam Bidoff slots back in, whether he's been moved up to the second line or not. His Warriors dangling in a phone booth and end up in the corner. Outlaws can't help it around the balls. Pass was off the mark, swatted to the blue line. McGill holds in, the number 50 plays down the wall and along the goal line. Sharp angle shot, saved by Watson behind the back of the goal. Here's Barrett, fans on the outlet pass. Loses that behind the back of the goal, being pressured. Got it in his skates, tied up along the end boards. Comes loose for Planta on this near side for the Warriors. Steps in, curls, top of the shaft of the six, saves a goal from Watts. 5:30 to go in the period. Right down Main Street, shot. High and wide, not very handsome. Clancy will try again. Pass around far side. On the half-ball, steps in, rips it wide. Off the balls and all the way around. And down, McGill will have to track back for it. Joyce to put pressure on. Joyce forces McGill to make a basket in the middle. What the ill advised is taking high possession. Steps it on there. Steps around two, gets slashed with his efforts. Steps onto it. Enough of the touch and punch to send it in on goal, but not a meaningful one as we've just ticked past the 5 minutes to go mark in the second period. Just the one goal in the second period. Warriors up 5-1 over the home team, the Outlaws. Bring him back. Tom Barrett goes and fires. Easy glove save from the netminder. Will save far side corner. Then he loses out with the Warriors to the pass of the bench. Really struggling to see what lines are heading out. Tom Barrett now doing defensive duties. Trying to force a turnover in the corner, gets past Francis. Warriors still in possession. In the backhand, on the balls. Tang lifts the stick, but still out to the neutral zone. 74 gets tangled up in the skates of Johnson, the official. Gets the puck back, over the blue line. Ballerina's on one leg and sends it wide of the goal. Chang. Nice stretch pass ahead, but only into the feet of Turney. Chip and chase up the wall from Francis. Turney's in on side. 95, big slap shot. We'll get that one down. So that's too many men. An easy call from the official. Binch jumps over the balls and gets over the blue line. Defensive partners had not cleared the ice before touching the play, so easy, too many men call. Somebody from on the ice has to sit for 2 minutes or less as Warriors go to the man advantage. 5-1 up over the Outlaws. 3 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the second period. They've sent Danielle Joyce from the bench. I think Outlaws have got away with a bit of a rules unknowing on that one. Turney wins it forward, short-handed, heads up ice, the best he's looked so far, as well as down the man, in over the blue line. Ricochets up and out of play. 9 seconds off the clock, 3:42 to go, 1:51 in the bench minor. Warriors player number 35 might end up getting a warning here. Every stoppage in play seems to be retying his skates. Perkins without a stick trying to do defensive work. Easily stepped around, pass to the slot, taken on the backhand. Shot wide of the goal. Warriors from below the goal line. Chris behind the back of the net, out to the slot. Fanned on it, never made it towards the goal. Went up more than out. Lifts the stick and sends it low around the boards. There's Barrett, poke check. Balls lose out, get it back. Turney will probably do well just to skate this down the ice. Bumped it on there, get a face off. Sends, have to hold it. Now sends it in on that. In the back of the goal! Wiped off because it was offside. A looping shot from just outside the blue line, and Turney did not clear out of the zone fast enough. And through the 5-hole. Sims thought she scored an absolute worldie. It remains 5-1. 1 minute and 8 to go on the man advantage for the Warriors. Yet to get set up cleanly in the outlaw zone. Loses out on the ball. 33 pass out to the neutral zone. Cooper taps it on for Planter, run into by Chang. Good poke check. Sims gets away from a couple of Warriors. Down the back of the goal, being watched into the corner. Cuts back to the middle. Has options ahead of her. Can just dump this puck on the short-handed. 40 seconds left to play on the man advantage as Planter looks of ice. Calmly in over the blue line, cuts to the middle, uncontested, right down Main Street, shot. Stick came in to deflect the play, and the second opportunity was easily swallowed up by Watsy along the pads and covered up by the glove. 8:28 to go in the man advantage, 2:18 left in the second period. No change in the score, still a 4-goal deficit of 5-1 for the visitors. Joyce will probably join the third line contingent that are out there, Bidoff and Dooley, but meanwhile Chang heading right down the center of the ice, after saving to the corner. Bidoff down the back of the goal, has possession, trying to skill and eat more of the clock. 13 left, 10 left on the man advantage. Trying to find Chang, runs off the ball, can cut to the middle, on the backhand, gets poked up easily. One reach from number 33 and Warren's working out. Joyce looking for options. She's been told to stay on the ice and get in the play as the Warriors are on the attack. Stick lift and taken away by Ducker. He's got room of ice. Can he get past McGill? Does so. Quick shot glove save on the short side. 1:35 left in the second period. Ducker had options to cut across the front and probably a half a step ahead of McGill. He could have cut to the back door, but instead takes the option short side and easy snag glove save from the netminder. Sucker wins the draw. Same shot, same result. Third time's a charm. 1 minute and 31 to go. This time gets off the pads right to the slot, but nobody home. Poke check from bench. Second time from bench. Third time from bench and he fans on it. Gets options around the back of the goal. Goes for a skate to get himself into a bit of space. Pass up the middle was almost taken away. Nothing doing. Ducker gets the pass on from Joyce. Ducker trying to look around the back of the last defender. Nothing doing. Back onto the slot instead of back to Barrett at the point. It was wide open. Phillips now up ice. 82 dumps it into the far side corner. Perkins trying to sweep it ahead with the one hand on his stick, but turned away from the way that he was playing the puck. Interesting play, and was trying to get out of the zone. 40 seconds left. Tucked into the corner. Tom Barrett has time and space for it. Options off the bench. In front of them, gloves down. Waving play. Was in a hand pass. Never mind, play goes on. 25 seconds left. Chip on the 2-on-1 across. Big save from Watsy, aggressive out, top of the blue paint, cuts down the angle and won't get beat on a 2-on-1 late in the second period. 20 seconds left to go, second period play between the Outlaws and the Warriors. Chang off the draw, ahead for Perkins. Handles the puck into the corner. Barrett caught an edge. The clock was not running for that period of play. Somebody had missed to push the time button. So we'll do that 20 seconds again. You all know your marks, you all know where you're meant to be. In fact, I think they're just going to let the clock run out, maybe run down just to 13.3. That was clearly mathematic and very scientific from Johnson. And there's no exactly, there was 13.3 left in the second period as the play goes outside of the neutral zone. Francis brings it down, then his shot goes off the shin pad and into the corner. 5 seconds left on the clock, and Francis can find an option in the middle. Taken away, still there. 6 from the netminder, covers up. This time they let the clock run out with a second left. The Outlaws will head into the third period down by 4 against the Warriors. And we'll see after the period intermission of about 3.5 minutes or so. And we saved you from the annoying buzzer sound again. We've got 20 minutes on the clock. We'll see if that actually stays at 20 minutes or if we start the clock when we drop the clock to the third period. Both teams heading back to the benches and onto the ice.
It wasn't that.
Ah. Officials already put in hand, face off at the centre circle. If you're enjoying the commentary, thank you so much for joining us. Third period action, still plenty to play for. 4-goal deficit, 5 minutes. Our Warriors sit down, puck down, we're underway. Perkins through the centre circle. Gets poke checked and Francis' shot from top of the circle goes wide of the goal. Perkins from below the goal line finds Turney on this near side corner. Francis battling in front. Loose puck is quick whistle from Tinkling. The Warriors get away with one there. Turning clean win back. Chang finds it. Safe play into the corner. Turning after it. Turns in the corner. Gets poke checked and dispossessed. Swats it round to this near side. Chang steps down the balls. Chop to the middle. Can he get onto it? Sent towards net. Netminder has it in the glove. 19-22. Lines change from the Warriors. Outlaws stay out. Face off, lose the draw. Barnes backhands round the corner. Perkins first to it. Put in front. Francis all tied up. Chang holds in. Stretch pass ahead for the Warriors. Barnes welcomes in around the back of the goal. Dispossessed. There goes Perkins. Francis heads off on the change. Perkins in over the blue line. Swips a wrist shot wide of the goal. The Warriors head out. 3-on-2 went over the blue line. A little bit off the page on that one. Barrett. Finds Perkins. One shift of these. That Outlaws top line as the second line comes out of the balls. Biddulph has been put with Rush and Sims. Rush is all sorts of tied up. Sims can't find a loose puck. Biddulph comes away with it out of the park. Steps past one. Into the middle. Onto the backhand. Just over Cleve. Finch screaming for it. Gets the return pass down to Biddulph. Put to the middle. Stick stop from the netminder. Warriors do enough to get himself into a bit of space. Step round the back of the goal with a bit of speed and out to the neutral zone. Puts his stick on top of the post. Not least to fill in for that. Stick in the arm and passing up coming forward. Discussing the rules, as Johnson says, hooking, bit of a tough call in my opinion. The stick got caught up in the arm. And as Bench was trying to release it, tugged back, and that will be the hooking call, excuse me. 17:50 to go, third period. Warriors on the power play. Tucker ends the draw. Steps down the back of the goal. Turns it to the blue line. No, just come back in front. Chang after it. Gets off first. Will look at pass. That's time and space. Wasn't under too much pressure. Ducky could probably get there first. Netman has no idea about it. Trickles to the side of his goal. Probably needs to be made of ice because he is that cool. Lofted backhand for Francis to chase after. From the corner off the Chang skate. Francis gets it back. As Cooper. Instead shoots on. Oh yes! Well, the goal, watch the double save, wins behind it. Wasn't covered, Tinkler blows the whistle, slide to the puck. And as Warriors got away with one down the far end, Outlaws get one away with one down this end. 1:12 left on the man advantage. 17:02 to go in the third period. One to the wall. Backhand top of the circle. Big line and a blast from Bates. But ricochets around, lands on the Warriors stick. 74. Off the post and out the far side. They got one through sticks and skates. Saw late from Watson. Reacted but not in time. Chang. Nice turn back. As Barrett is an option behind to use it. Instead sends it the length of the ice and forces Warriors back. Finch will be rejoining the play an extra defenseman in 30 seconds or less, unless the Warriors score the ball and go the foot or so wide on the other defense. Warriors pick it off the board. Barnes fires it off the far side, dashing all the way down. Minder plays it. 10 seconds left. Finch being shown to come to the bench and Francis will take his spot. Meanwhile, Collins right down Main Street, got back option. Second got back option, ditch out over the ball, into the play. That's ahead for Perkins, who's right down Main Street, can't drag past. Warriors get out of the zone and up the ice. Big shot was missed from everybody, but not Johnson back in the defensive zone of the Warriors. Easy 2-minute slashing corners. Everybody was just waiting for that one to be blown dead. Warriors straight back to the power play. 15:30 to go. Chang digs it out, escapes off the draw. Goes off the ball down to the neutral zone. Noel Jones couldn't knock it down. McGill's pass ahead. Warriors looking for a pass through the middle. They've got Evans. Can't connect anyway. And Barrett, no nonsense, all the way down the ice. McGill back to it. Number 50, will he set up the flying V? No, boring. Play out to the neutral zone. Right down to the middle. Actually skating in the corner. Around the back of the goal. It's not producing anything just yet. Spins away from time. That's back to the point. Noel Jones. Rips it round the boards. Let's say. Yeah! 28 can't hold on to it. Well, fancy skating and nothing doing. Another poke check at the blue line. The red line, excuse me. Two players from the Outlaws pinching on the single. The Warriors player, and that's going to be another easy tripping call against the Outlaws. We're going down to 5-on-3 for the first time tonight. 2 minutes for tripping. Perkins will sit. 55 seconds on 2-man advantage. Outlaws win the draw and send it the length of the ice through a bench, no nonsense. 14 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the period. In the corner, got past Finch after it once more. On the backhand, lifts it to the blue line but not out. Barrett, 2 attempts and Pierce Barrett sends it the length of the ice. Absolutely bobbling puck, defensive swap. Chang and Tom Barrett over the blue line, over the ball, excuse me. 10 seconds left and Barnes will rejoin the play. Bit of slips and stumbles, but Barrett takes over pressure duty on the ball. Barnes back out onto the ice. Shot blocked by Chang. Second puck and chops it down the ice. We'll get after it on the forecheck himself. A rolling puck that now Turner has to send around the boards hard. Takes an odd bounce and falls kindly for Planther. The Warriors can set up out of the zone. Pass out around Francis, taking him down, asking the question of what he's doing out of line. So the keeper, big save from Watson to swap one of the goals. Shot down the back of the net. Francis re-engages with Cooper. Play in the corner and Chang loses out. Planter, Cooper asking for it. Planter can't do too much with it. Rush does enough to get it out of the zone. Backhand up the balls. Cooper from the ball, challenging the play. Francis. There's an awful lot to do. Gets a poke checked at the blue line. Rush taps it back. Finch is there. Back to 5-on-5, they've killed off a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4. Barrett. Off the corner ball. Can't find the pass for Ducker. He's looking the wrong way. Easy icing call, and the Outlaws have to face off back in their own end. Thank you, Matthew. This is, it's not a league, it's a rec hockey challenge game between the Peterborough Warriors and the Nottingham Outlaws here in the Torvalendine ice rink at the National Ice Centre in Nottingham. Teams across the country can challenge any other team to a game, usually host one and go to an away game. Okay. Double fixture out of it. There are some league and tournaments that rec teams do take part in. Loosen feet. Clears it out. Still in possession, doesn't serve his own goal, gives it away. To the front of the net, Francis finds it. Turning up on the ball, can't get out of the blue line. Now drags it out. Sent across looking for Ducker, nothing doing, 11:33 to go. I said at the top of the show, these two teams will meet each other in next year's Lamp Lighters, which is a 15-team, 3-group kind of league conference system. Teams vie for promotion and relegation to the groups above and below. Outlaws in this year's top group as Warriors in this year's bottom group. Will meet next year in the middle as Outlaws have had a rough time of it so far this rec season. Rec season goes between September and September. Nice move, called backhand, big save from Watts, who's been a standout player since letting in a handful of goals back in the first period. Players tangled up now to their feet. Players with a bit more extended time in the third period. In the offensive zone, was can't get out of the blue line. Barnes uses the aerial route over the top, purposely getting onto this rush can't. Perkins takes a smart option with a head up on a change. Halfway through the third period, we'll count down from 10. Still a 4-goal game. Warriors yet to find the back of the net in this third period. Scored 4 in the first, 1 in the second. Big save from Watts, losing his feet. He drops in time with 9:45 to go. At a 6th up, 6th. He was between his pads and drops. You get the whistle. Counter against Biddulph. Biddulph loses out, Johnson loses his arm. Time for the poke check. Well, out to the neutral zone. On for it goes Sims. Got a lot of work to do from this corner. Chops it backhand round the back of the goal, looking for options. Warriors players run into each other, fall down behind the back of the goal. Can Outlaws take advantage? Bouncing and bobbling off with skates. Rush can't find it in her skates, and Warriors come away with it. Long strides, number 96. That's poke check. He comes into challenge. Oh, that's awful. Can't be doing that. 5-1 up, and this is not on. No need whatsoever in this game. I believe extras are thrown as well. Finch comes over to step in for his teammate who's still down on the ice. If she takes any more part in this game. In a line of work outside of playing hockey, she's going to take a minute off to the side. In a line of work as a physio and in the medical practitioners, and she'll get herself checked over and friends and family over to check out she's okay. End of the day, we're all just 9 to 5ers playing the sport that we love. We don't want to come around any sort of injuries. And Simsy can get back to playing, especially in this game. Good dispossession from the Outlaws, who are on the power play. Feel like they're due a goal. There's turning in over the blue line. Loses out along the boards. Finch holds the play in, steps down the wall himself into the corner, just over handles it, around the back of the goal, puts it to the slot, coach checks away. Finch can't get it back, lifts his stick, and has to get back on defensive duties, duck recovering. Coach checks something else. Let's go back to it. Smash the heavens off the Chan skates. 28 moves into traffic, Chan gets all his spots. Backhands across. Barrett. Nothing really decided what to do with it, then did nothing with it. One shot, sees his watts. Got back out in front, taken down from Barrett. Once he up there, shot comes in, blocked. Chan touches up, bring back the whistle. Number 42's got a bit of a head of steam after being taken down to the ice. Fouling. We'll play 4-on-4 for 39 seconds with 7 minutes and 44 to go in the third period. All the scoring done back in the first. The Warriors were 4-1 up after 20 minutes. Got the fifth in the second, and nothing to speak of for either team in the third so far. Back in across, Turney to Chang. Chang back to Turney. Those two linking up nicely. In over the blue line by an inch and takes a slap shot off the pads and wide. Slip on his own with it, drop pass back to the blue line, slap pass, wrist pass for a triple in front, nothing doing, Turney takes over. That's ahead for Perkins. Cut to the middle, he's got space to skate into, can't get around the 33. Turney holds in offside, you have it, no you have it. Anybody will have it, and Panther will take it over from out of the box. Warriors on power play. Minute left on the man advantage, Barnes. One for free, spin in the corner. Offers skating back out to the neutral zone. Perkins going to hop onto this, does so. Spins, nice tight turn. Shot into the glove. Warriors netminder easily snaps that one out of the air. 52 seconds to go on the Barrett penalty for checking. 6:36 to go in the third period. Contested draw, still not in possession from anybody yet. Rush over to it, shot, pad, save, rebound, collected. Tom Barrett for Rush. He's fading away from the pass, still gets a stick on it, sweeps it ahead on the backhand. Outlaws still short-handed for another 27 seconds to do enough to force the Warriors back. Pass softly up the boards. Walker almost stumbles offside, Phillips down boards. Backhand round the back of the goal, Bent. Goes all the way around, out of the zone, Rush onto it. Early rush applies, 2-on-2 and over the blue line. With Bidoff, pad save on the shot out wide. Bidoff couldn't catch up to it, back to 5-on-5. Pressure on. Barrett's on the coach to cut loose, 24th of the spot, sits over there from Bint, not until Warriors picked up one time on the backhand, loosely one time on the backhand, showed for British players all to see. And Gill's pass ahead of Barrett looking for a stretch pass, finds Ducker, can't take it clean on the backhand, his first to it, Rounding shot right into the chest as Outlaws have got to start picking corners, and they probably should have started doing that back in the first period. 5 minutes and 10 to go. Hunter holds, falls to the backhand, drop pass, pass around, the back door again, can't find the play on the backhand. Hunter back to the point. Wires and fires, running up. That's probably why. Less than 5 to go. Soon he takes it over. And the slot goes wide and got a muscle on that one. Ryan gets back in the corner. Take through the slot and out to the point. McGill steps in. Play down the balls. Lindsay probably stayed out for the rest of this game as Hunter is firing into a check. Russell takes one back. Hunter stays still. Barnes drops a little bit. Gives it back. Runs into Thule. Gets tied up. Walker in the back. 15 points. This is why we love hockey. This is pointless. Tucker throwing punches. Planter getting it back. They look like 2 3-year-olds in kindergarten. There throws the toy. Who's got the dummy? Who spilt the milk? In a 5-1 game, why are you throwing your weight around with 4 minutes and 14 to go on a Sunday evening? You've all got work in the morning. You should know better. Planter will sit in the box and think about what he's done and probably feel shame, hopefully. 4 minutes and 14 left in the third period. We'll see what the referees are going to come of this, because Ducker went back at him. The sticks came up high. Francis wants a conversation. He's probably going to get himself ejected. He is. Johnson gives him misconduct. You can't go and speak to the guy in the box. Why would you even try and go and talk to the opposition? With 4 minutes and 14 left, it seems pretty pointless trying to put these penalties on the clock. We should just go to a shootout and see what happens. Whilst the officials talk about this, we'll take a breath and take a breather. It would appear that number 4, Quanta, has been ejected from the game. I believe Ducker has also been ejected from the game. Players will have to sit the remaining penalties that are to be handed out from the officials. Vicky Tooley is over to sit for the ejected Ducker. Yeah, and Warriors player in the box to serve the penalties and getting confirmation from the officials as to who's got to do what. McFarlane showing his hobby horse skills. There's a championship now for that. You watch, he'll be in the Olympic Games by 2030. If he practices now, he might make it. Well, the benches will end a little bit light on this one. There's a couple of players no longer to be taking part in this game. We're going to stay 5-on-5 as everything kind of evens out. So, there's the face off. Perkins loses out of the blue line. Following shot off the skate. Just the puck off of Tom Barrett. Just the side of the goal, backhand in front, take it away, tapped in, and make it 6. Warriors have just scored and seem to be more bothered about squaring up to an Outlaw player. Either way, goals on the board. Another skate tie for Outlaw centre. Excuse me, Warriors centre. Less than 4 minutes to go. Contested draw goes the way of the Warriors. They chip it up into the blue line once more. So we wonder if they're just going to roll this line in the second one and just try and pump the score just a little bit more. What they're able to do back in the second or early in this third. Rush sends it all the way down the ice. Not enough for icing. Warriors back to it. Around to the far side. Rush to contest, losing the skates, Tony takes it away. Tony at the blue line, eyes and there's a shot, not too far wide. Comes back to the line, Barnes, he can ride one from there as well. Big blast into the shot, loose at the side of the goal. Tony taps it down, but it's onto a Warriors stick. They're out of the zone, pass ahead. On for bench. Looking for a pass out, can't find Rush through the middle. Perkins takes it away, good eyes. In over the blue line, top of the circles, takes a shot off the glass and wide. Warriors turn in the corner with it, take time around the back of the goal. Less than 2.5 minutes to go. Flushed out by Joyce. Warriors go end-to-end with Cooper. Along the goal line, round the back of the net, looking out in front. From his knees, loses out, Chang. Now got the pass and help him off. This time does. Lisa Bin. They'll head up for a forward position. Very active from the D. Bidoff will step into it. Big blast, pad save, swept into the corner. Chang from the half boards. To the front of the net. Through the blue paint out the far side, less than 2 minutes to go. Bidoff just lets the play go down the balls. Chang gets the loose puck. Chipped up to the blue line. Joyce over skates a little bit. Taken in on the side. Minute 30. Barnes will step to a loose puck in the neutral zone. Shooting from the centre. Easy glove save. Played by the netminder. Final minute 20. Fitzjohn. Ball alone. Number 35 can't stand up at the blue line. Gets tripped up by his own skates and goes offside. Great chirp, sir. Do it again. Pass ahead, finds Tony. He'll shoot from outside the blue line this time. Francis on a forecheck from the corner. Goes to net himself on the backhand, gets poke checked and returned back into the corner. Sent to the front of the net, tip. Goes across the face of goal and out the far side, out the near side, excuse me. Step up from Barrett. Francis almost offside, play goes on. Into the corner with less than a minute. 40 seconds to be exact. Fitzjohn gets dispossessed easily. Outlaws get dispossessed even easier. Backhand up for Evans. Ahead for number 28 over the blue line. Can't swim through the defence. Can't find an outlet. On the bench. Some sort of retribution. 33 goes head over heels. That's probably the white gloves and the red helmet. Turney's shot. 6 seconds left on the clock. Ends up in the corner to the front of the net. Through the blue paint. 2-1. And this time you do get to hear the buzzer. That'll do it for the game. We'll take the camera to centre ice so you can watch the handshakes. Even though a fierce contest in the last 5 minutes. Always nice to see sportsmanship at the end of the game.